don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Feel free to hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you like to see scam content, explaining trainings, MLMs, different things like that, bringing the facts to the people who are not in our reality, honestly, in my opinion. And hit the bell button if you want to be notified when my videos post. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today is an interesting look at a Monat top leader. I was sent this, so whoever sent it to me, thank you. It's about 8 minutes, but it's looking at her stories and I haven't seen it, so I am blind reacting. So I guess we'll see it together for the first time. Don't forget to follow my social media. I am walkin_on_LexaPro on all my platforms, which are TikTok and Instagram. Go ahead and follow those. I think it's time that we get started. So this person is Erica Auckland, and she is a tippy top leader in Monat. Let's see what she has to say. Okay, so this is her first story. It says, this is why you might want to consider a side hustle. You'll need $5,200 more this year to live the exact same life. Economists from Bloomberg have estimated that the average U.S. household will be forced to spend $433 more a month this year for the same things they bought in 2021. The current inflation rate, where prices are rising at the fastest pace that they have in 40 plus years, is walloping the wallets of parents. Working families are now struggling with rising gas prices, higher grocery bills, and a housing market that seems out of control. Just look at rent costs that have skyrocketed as much as 40% in some cities. And new data from Bloomberg economists have found out just how much inflation will impact a family budget in a dollar amount, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, if you go to fatherly.com, you can find this. But let's talk really quick about her saying this is why you might want to consider a side hustle. Side hustles aren't bad. There are many different side hustles you can have. So that's important to note. But an MLM as a side hustle, that's not good, because we know that AARP says that 75 to 90%, 99% of people in MLMs do not make a profit. So they likely come out with zero money or in the negatives. That's not a good side hustle. A side hustle is something you want to know you're going to make money from if you do it. With MLMs, you can work and work and work and never make profit. That's how they are.
We need to talk about that article for a second, because what WTF, I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months ago, I think this past summer, we got a letter in the mail saying that our rent was going up. I think it was like somewhere around like $750 per month going up, right? And obviously like the cost of everything has gone up. Groceries have gone up. I mean, like going to restaurants and the food cost has gone up. I mean, almost every single company's had to raise their prices because of inflation, and not because even that they're going to make more of a profit. A lot of companies are actually taking a huge pay cut because of the skyrocketing numbers of consumable goods, right?
I mean, sources, thank you.
So I saw that and I was just like, another $5,000 this year just to like live like you did last year. So what's crazy is I want to show you like a breakdown, okay? Because I think people don't understand the power of a side hustle. And I want to show you something. Okay, so look at this. This is crazy because it really doesn't take that much in terms of a side hustle in order to make up that difference. And it was somewhere around, Forbes said somewhere around like every single household is going to be, their deficit is around like $280 to $300 a month because of inflation costs. Okay, so look at this right here, right? So if you were just to make an extra $400 to $500 a month, that right there would cover that deficit that article just talked about, right? That would be, so like, look at these numbers. $300 a month is an extra $3,600. $400 a month is an extra $4,800 a year. $500 a month is an extra $6,000 a year. I mean, right there is like, even if you don't need necessarily to make up that deficit, maybe you just want to go on a vacation this year. Maybe you want to like buy something nice for yourself this year. I don't know. These numbers though just shows you how powerful a side hustle is. So on this next slide, I actually want to show you how that can be done. All right, y'all.
Before we continue, I want to show you the Monat income disclosure statement and why what she is showing is false. It's false advertisement of her company. She's insinuating that, Monat can potentially make you that much money. And it looks easy. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. Well, the truth is, no, you probably can't. And it's not because you don't have the ability to do something like this. It's because the business structure for the MLM model is just messed up. It's made to where the majority of people don't make money. So if we look at their income disclosure statement from 2020, sadly, they don't have the 2021 out. We look at the median. Why? Because if you put everything in a line, this is why the median is the most important. If you put it all in a line and you hit the center of it, right? The center of all from 0 to $3 million or whatever, whoever makes the highest a month, or I don't know, I don't care. And you hit the center, the middle number. That's a better estimate than if you considered the higher numbers with the lower numbers, because the higher numbers can be really, really high. Obviously, the lower numbers can be very, very low. So if you have many people not making money, let's say you have everyone's making $0 except one person, they made $10. The average of all of that is going to be something because someone's making money. So it's not going to show $0, even though the majority of people make $0. It's going to show some kind of income, but that's not true. We know that the average is not as accurate as the median because the median shows the middle of everything, what you will likely get if you reach that. That might not be the most simple way to put it, but I think you understand. Okay, so we see that market partner is 92.26% of the company. The median annual gross earning is $0. The average annual earnings is $161 because you see the high annual earnings is $12,913. You see the low annual earnings is $0. So they average those out and it averaged out to 161 as the average. But what they did for the median is they put everyone in the 92% who makes money and who doesn't make money from $0 to $12,913, which is the most that they made that year in the 92%. And the middle number of that was 0. So you see that over 50% of people, all the way down the line, $0. That is why it's most accurate. We see that the majority of people don't even make $300. Like that first part of that breakdown she had for side hustles, the majority of people don't even make $300 a month. They don't even make $100 a month. The median is 0. You will likely lose money in Monat. That's why I'm doing this video, to show that what she's about to show us and what she just showed us, again, I haven't seen it, but I know what she's trying to do. You won't make that money. She's not showing you the income disclosure statement for a reason.
I want to show you what essentially sold me when I said yes to this business, because I was already using these products. I was already a fan, was already going to be using them. When I saw this, our compensation plan, this is only a small portion of it. It blew my mind and I was like, I have to do this. Okay, so when you sign up with me, you join me as a business partner, you're going to be in a period for your first 3 months called Smart Start. It's an additional bonus period where you can earn as many bonuses as you want, depending on how much you want to work at it. Okay.
And that's another way they get people to join. They recruit people by saying, hey, the first 3 months, you're going to be able to make a lot of money, or you're going to be able to Smart Start where you can make more money than normal. This needs to be stopped. I like the idea of a waiting period for people to join MLMs. I hope the FTC does something about that. And if you haven't submitted a comment to the FTC, Aaron and I are going to talk more about it on a live eventually. We might do a live together about it. You should do so. And if you go to mlmchange.org, there's more information there for you. The idea that I have people ask a lot, why do people join these companies? One, they're in a vulnerable situation the majority of the time. So if someone's promising them, a lot of times someone who they look up to or someone they like or trust is saying this, that they're going to make an extra income and the first 3 months are on a Smart Start so they can make even more money. They feel as though that could get them out of the trouble and the moment that they're in, because a lot of people are suffering right now. And she's using that as a way to recruit people to join her team so she can make more money, when in reality, those people that join, the majority of them won't make any, and they'll likely lose money. It's disgusting, and it needs to stop.
Okay, so at the top, you can see it says build a block. So each block, so when you join, you want to build blocks. Each block is 4 customers and 1 market partner. That's a business partner who's going to do the business with you. Every time you do that, you're going to get a $150 bonus. Then when you do your 4 customers, you get an additional bonus on top of that of $60. But when you do this 3 times, okay, you get a $500 Mo Neighborhood bonus. Right there, you have already earned $500 plus $60 plus $150. So just by knowing 12 people, okay, who want to start with the products, these are your customers, and 3 people who want to be business builders with you. We are a customer-centric company. That's what makes us sustainable. We are focused on customers, mostly primarily, but by also building a team as well and inviting people to make an additional income with you, you can help people have the same experience, have the same benefit of the Smart Start program. So you can see that right there. But then look right here, okay? This is our product pack bonuses. So not only are you going to earn those bonuses up there, but when you help someone start with a product pack, you would earn an additional bonus depending on the product pack that they purchase. Okay, so let's break it down. Block number 1, that's 4 customers, 1 business builder. That's a $150 bonus. Block number 2, another $150 bonus. Block 3, another $150. And then that will unlock your Mo Neighborhood bonus. Whenever you build 3 blocks, you have built a Mo Neighborhood. That's a $500 bonus. And there is no limit to this. If you want to build blocks on blocks on blocks your first 3 months, it's completely up to you on what you want to do. Then you earn that VIP bonus. And then your product pack bonuses as well, just depending on where your business builders come in at. But they can come in wherever they want. If they want to start with the $199 or the highest product packs that we have. So at the bottom, you can see what those total bonuses look like. And y'all, this is why I think this is so crazy good, because this doesn't even include your commissions, by the way. I mean, we're a customer-centric company. This doesn't even include the commissions that you earn on your products. This is just in bonuses when you start. And I know a few people in my life who need this additional income. Maybe you do too. Now listen.
She didn't put any kind of disclosure statement until the very end. It's just a disclaimer. My question is, and if you're watching this, some people will watch this and go, wow, like, okay, yeah, that's pretty interesting. How many people do 1 block? Just 1. What's the average, right? What's the median number of people who actually accomplish 1 block? Because she's saying, look at all these different things you could do. Oh my gosh. Like, look at all these bonuses you can have. It's that simple. You just do this right there. Boom. Okay. Stop. It's thought stopping techniques, right? It's to overwhelm you and not make you stop and think. Stop and think. Go. How many people just do 1 block? Ask for the statistic. Ask for the fact. Ask for it from Monat. If you ask for it from this person, make sure they get it from Monat. Do not let them say, oh, a lot of my people have. No, how many? I guarantee she won't be able to tell you, because the majority of people don't.
I don't really talk about the money all that often. But when I do, it's because I want you to understand that there is real potential here. And
92% are at the bottom. The majority of that 92%, $0 profit. There's no real potential. Stop lying.
I also know that if you were anything like I was when I first was looking at this business, Kyle and I were in over $100,000 worth of debt. We were working around the clock. Every single dollar we made was active income, meaning we had to like be there present or like be exchanging dollars for hours. I mean, I was remembering like how many times I put my student loans on forbearance. Like, it was a rough time. And now I feel like I can't even imagine being in that position now with like the state of the world and like inflation and all this stuff and how everything's going up in costs and people's pay is getting docked. It's actually crazy, because I remember right before.
What she's trying to do is it's some income claims at the beginning of this, right? Like talking about how much debt they were in and how she's insinuating that she's out of that. She's not in that same situation. She's doing income claims, but not outright doing it, if you know what I mean. This is how they get you. This is how they try to get you a part of their team. They lie, they stretch the truth, and they tell themselves it's okay because this person might do it. This person might be able to do it, might be able to make it to the top. Some of them are like that. They're like, they might be able to do it. So it's like, it's okay if I lie. Because if they do it, then amazing. If they don't, then the next person might. Some of them know. And they don't care. The question is who? That's difficult, right? Not everyone in MLMs are bad. The majority of people I don't think actually are. They are just ignorant and they have empty promises from people above them. This right here is someone who knows, in my opinion. And she's giving us a story that she wants people to relate to and understand. People can't relate to you because you're at the top of Monat. You're 0.01% of the company. And 92% of the company is down at the very, very bottom. She's very good at what she does, if you know what I mean, in my opinion.
Before Kyle left his job, he was actually called in by his boss. And his boss called him in and said, we're going to pay you less, but we want you to keep working the same amount. Crazy. It's not to say that I didn't work my booty off. I did. I really, like, when I jumped in, I jumped in. Like, I was like, how far can I go? How many ceilings can I bust through? How much can I, like, earn? Because we needed it. Like, we had a serious need when I started this business. And I mean, again, like you heard, the debt that we were in and like Kyle's job demanding more from him. Like there was no more time in a day that he could work. And yet there were like he was facing being paid less, you know? What's also crazy is that the place that he actually worked right before he quit, that place isn't even in business anymore. It was closed down, it was sold, and then the whole building was knocked over, and now it's an apartment complex.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness she found Monat, right? Thank goodness Monat saved her from this, and it can do the same for you. That's the insinuation with these stories. The truth is, if you look at facts, it cannot. Sadly, I wish everything in my power. I wish that it could do the same for the majority of people. But if it did, it wouldn't do the same for the majority of people. If it did, it wouldn't work. No one would be at the top if everyone's at the top. Someone mentioned just like you have a ceiling here. If everyone's at the top of the ceiling, then it's the floor now, right? And you have a ceiling up here. If everyone's at the top of the ceiling, then it's the floor. I don't know if that's a good representation, but everyone's standing on the ceiling, then it becomes the floor. The business structure is not made for the majority to be successful. And I'll say it a million times more in my lifetime.
Like, the security was just not there for us, right? So we said yes to this. My question for you is, what would an additional $500 to $1,000 do for you? For us, it was like organic groceries. It was car payments. It was phone bills. I just wanted to share those numbers with you. Maybe you just didn't know. You didn't know like what actually was possible. And obviously, again, like if you work it, it can work.
Why do you share numbers like that aren't from your company when you could just share the numbers from your company? Oh, because those numbers and the numbers from your company don't line up. That's why.
But I just wanted to show you that because I wanted you to know that it's real. And the thing that like also for me got me excited was like every person I knew when I started like washes their hair, you know, like shampoo was a pretty easy thing to share if I was going to share any type of product, right?
Why have 44,000 people left allegedly? If it's so easy to share, why is there allegedly 44,000 people that have left? Tell me that. And I think that's in 2022. It's April.
And I just happened to say yes to literally what ended up becoming the #1 premium hair care brand in the world. At the time.
Where's the statistic? It's not true. Where? Are you comparing it to all the other MLM shampoos and conditioners? That's a lie. Stop lying. Share facts. It's not that hard to share facts unless the facts don't line up with what you're saying. Then it gets a little harder.
We weren't that yet. And now there's even more opportunity. Hair care and skincare and wellness, and it's just available. So I just wanted to share this because maybe you've been watching me for a while and you've been thinking about doing this with me and you're just not sure. The door is open, always open. You can always reach out to me. You can always DM me and we can chat about it. Lastly, I'm just going to share a little link here for the full income disclosure statement. You can read it yourself. You can go through it yourself. You can see what the average ranks earn. You can see it like all top to bottom. Do your own research. Check it out.
She showed it, but at the very end, she linked it. Thank God. But it doesn't matter by then. The damage is done. You've placed it into their mind that they could do it. Shared at the beginning. They're so tricky, aren't they? That's insane. I'm surprised she shared it at all. However, the damage was done by then. If someone was really, really interested listening to her, she made sure that they connected with her first, that they saw the opportunity, and then she shared it as like a side thing. You know, because they had already been watching by a ton of stories by that point. 8 minutes worth, by the way. Why would they go look at that then? I'm just saying. What do y'all think? I want to hear below. I've seen this so many times. Do y'all like these videos where I just like pull from their story and say, look at this? Like, this is an example of manipulation, in my opinion. A great way to manipulate. Why'd you use those numbers at the beginning when you could have used your income disclosure statement that you did show at the very end, linked at the very end of your whole conversation? There was even a question box in between. Use your own numbers. There are actual side hustles that can give you that money. MLMs, not in that. Sorry, just not a thing. What do you think? I want to hear your opinions below. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you experienced this? Have you seen other people? If you see this stuff, send it to me. I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to show and break it down and do a video on it. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget about the membership option. There is one if you would like to. Obviously, you don't have to. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I hope you have the most amazing morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Wherever you are in this world and whenever you're watching, I'll see you next time.